I got into Doctor Who when I was about 3, and I had a friend who was a couple of years older than me called Hugo, and he was really into Doctor Who. And obviously, you know, when you're that age, you just want to be like everyone older than you. So I've sort of been a fan ever since, and that's really what started it all.
Originally, I started watching Doctor Who when I was about 7 or 8. I got terrified of the Empty Child episode, and I didn't watch it for maybe 5 years after. And then I just watched every episode for about in about 2 months.
Doctor Who helped my creativity definitely, because it definitely started that journey of going from, you know, just making little edits of title sequences and stuff, and then thinking, okay, I really enjoy doing this, so I'm going to start making short films and music videos and stuff of my own, which I've pursued as I've gotten older, and it's definitely an industry that I want to go into.
I literally just started uploading gaming videos, and then I progressed into commentary videos, doing a lot more complex editing, which kind of drove my passion for editing and videography as well. The podcast started, oh, this is a funny story. The podcast was essentially just me and Max talking about Doctor Who non-stop during lessons.
We just wouldn't stop talking about Doctor Who in our film production classes. We just yapped and yapped and yapped.
We wanted to do something that would actually test our abilities in terms of creativity, but also our work ethic, because this production has taken a long time to do.
We kept on like reviewing things on the podcast. It just occurred to both of us, I think, like, why don't we just write our own? It was sort of all about structuring the series. Like with episode 1, we thought, okay, we want to introduce the new companion here. With episode 2, we want a historical episode. Neither of us really wanted to write a historical episode, so I got my friend Charlie to write that, which he did an amazing job with.
Writing is quite hard. Getting the ideas is fine, but actually turning it into a feasible episode, because we're trying to imagine, if this was created on TV, would this be a good story?
Recording the videos was another kind of annoying task, just because we can't actually make the episode. So we decided that the best way to go about doing it was narrating what we had written, and then having sort of images and visuals over the top with music and things like that to really sort of immerse you in what we've written in the best way that we can.
The main reason for keeping Ncuti as the Doctor was purely just because he's great. And obviously we've written this as his 3rd series when we've only seen his first on TV. So it was quite fun to kind of play around with what happens in series 2 when we haven't actually seen it. So keeping him as the Doctor allowed us to kind of have a bit more enjoyment with that.
Creating graphics for the series was it was a lot of fun, just because I've always enjoyed photoshopping things, and it was hard work. You know, there's a lot of assets that you have to put together to create the images. It's a new way of filmmaking, because obviously you can't go out and film with Ncuti Gatwa and Emma Myers.
Having that under your belt and being like, I, with my friend, wrote an entire series of Doctor Who into an actual feasible structure.
It's coming out soon. We don't know exactly when. We're still working on it very hard, and it is coming, and I assure you, you'll be very excited to see what we've done.